Once you've grabbed your food, please return to your seat as we proceed with our division directors' reports. Division directors. For Division of Human Resources, Natural Resources, Social Services, Public Safety, Department of Transportation, the Washington office, Department of Health, please stand by. Please enjoy your meal while our division directors provide a brief overview of their accomplishments. Let us welcome Division Director Debbie Nez Manuel, Division of Human Resources, to the stage.
Thomas is going to come after me, and it'll be higher again. Okay? Okay. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, it's a. Thank you, President, for all of those inspiring words and for all of the challenges that he poses to us as the Navajo Nation Division of Human Resources. I really want to take this time to acknowledge all of my relatives that are here in the building. Ya'atay to those that are on live stream, those that are joining us from all around Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah. Thank you for joining us in person. For all of our employees that are out there, thank you for all of the work that you carry out each and every day. To our veterans, welcome home. To our Blue Star moms, we can't thank you enough. Everything that you have sacrificed for our nation is something that we all share in gratitude. Ya'atay to all of our leaders from Eastern, Southern to Western, Northern, and right back here to the heart of our nation. Thank you so much. Each one of us today in our community is daring to do much more. Why? Because we can. When the government took shape nearly 100 years ago, we can only imagine the work environments that our grandparents endured. The lack of telephones, technology, office space, roads, and budgets, to name a few. But what we do know is that the grit, the unwavering grit that they must have possessed. In our hearts, we know that we lean into change. When we test our boundaries to do something, we do it because we have it within us. The grit passed by timeless generations, such is the case with everyday people that I have never met, but their legacy lives in our voices. I hear this in this timeless story of Mr. Key Musket. Today, his legacy thrives. His day-to-day work remains. He was the Navajo Nation's government's mailman. As employees describe him, he was one of the kindest employees. Yes, let's give him a hand. He shared gratitude, and no matter the season, the commitment to serve shined through delivering mail from one office to the next. His kindness helped him pave the way for others. His pay in the 1960s, no more than a few dollars an hour. In another time, most recently, true service to the people existed and was exemplified in our emergency response unit. The first responders who unknowingly accepted the call when responding to the very first cases of COVID. These warriors, protectors, helpers are true unsung heroes. Heroes who today tend to our relatives in the most uncertain moments, risking their lives, serving tirelessly. This kind of service to the nation is beyond what some can comprehend, and we thank you. Why do I share this with you? For us to do more to create, to make, and sustain change over time, we need you. We need your cooperation, your commitment to serve, to move from what we can't do to what we can do. We heard President Nygren say earlier how provisional hiring changed in a matter of months. Provisional hiring not only created 50, 100, but close to 185 jobs. To make this kind of change, it took people, willing people, to come together from departments and branches with the mindset of flexibility and creativity to rise to the challenge to make this all possible. The Office of Vital Records has shown increases in enrollment. Today, we serve over 415,000 and more Navajos. Let us never forget the commitments to our urban Dene. We heard you, we see you. You are a part of that 415,000 people. I often describe to my staff that there's this invisible continuum from the most vulnerable people to the most privileged people of the Navajo Nation. Somewhere in this range is you, our potential hire. We know you have it in you to help, to look past barriers and to join efforts to craft changes that will improve the lives. Prior to coming on board, my experiences off the nation have almost always included orientation, onboarding, a path of continuous education. So today, in coming months, our teams are actively pursuing meet and greets with young adults, college students, and adults pursuing career changes, all to build and cultivate relationships. You are a part of this relationship and ultimately the solution to our nation's needs and far beyond my time here. Among colleagues, our continued active collaborations will continue to push us farther along the path of change. We must ensure the purchase of modern-day tools in technology and software, use data to address long overdue compensation delays and strive to reduce delays and background reviews, and more critical than ever, to bring life to the nation's strategic emergency management efforts to 110 chapters. These collaborations and partnerships are about people. They are about the applicants and the long-time commitments to the nation. By tapping into this natural kind of grit instilled within each of us, we together can accomplish much more. If you have not already done so, on the north end of this building is our division's team ready to accept your application, not to work, but to serve the beautiful Navajo Nation. Ahieha and Skago, each and every one of you, for the work, the service to the nation. And for those young people that are here today in the room, we ask you for your cooperation and to sign up for applications. Thank you. Ahieha and Skago.